Hello everyone, thank you for joining us for a new Burda style tutorial. In this video, we will be presenting model 3C, which is on the cover of the issue Burda Easy number 6 from November to December 2022. Together, we will make this gorgeous top which features a boat neck and a ruffle all along the bottom. The long sleeves are also perfect for the season. The fabric is the same used in the magazine, which is a lovely cotton chambray. You can find this on the website of our partner C. Pauli, who is specialized in GOTS certified fabric. As far as supplies goes, you will need matching thread, a sewing machine needle, sewing scissors, a tape measure, a hand sewing needle, a pencil or tailor's chalk, a pen, a ruler, a tracing wheel, Burda style tracing paper, and interfacing. And don't forget to take your measurements and compare them with those in the chart in your magazine. This will help you determine the best fit for you. Then cut out or transfer the pieces 1 to 6 from the pattern sheet number 2 and place these on the fabric according to the cutting layout. Transfer the outline of the pieces, then add the allowances and notches found in the instructions for your model. Then, trace piece B onto this fabric with the help of the ruler and pencil. I'm using a tracing wheel and tracing paper to transfer all the lines and notches to the opposite side of the fabric. Before I remove the pins from my cut pieces, I carefully place the paper underneath the fabric and run the tracing wheel along the pattern lines and over the notches. You can find more details in the instructions of your tracing paper. Then, cut out the interfacing for pieces 6 and 7 and press these onto the pieces. I'm using the Elna Extend 580 Plus sewing machine to sew this piece, and the Elna Extend 864 Air Overlocker to neaten the edges. I will start with the back and front yokes. I place the top edge of the front bodice on the lower edge of the front yoke, right sides together, pin the allowances, and stitch starting from notch 1. I neaten the allowances together and press toward the yoke. I then place the top edge of the back bodice on the bottom edge of the yoke, right sides together, pin the allowances, and stitch starting from notch 2. I neaten the allowances together and press toward the yoke. Now on to the shoulder seams. I neaten the front and back shoulder allowances, then place the pieces together at the shoulders right sides together. I pin the shoulder allowances and stitch them starting from notch 3. Then I press the seams open. Now I place the back facing on the front facing, right sides together, and pin the shoulder allowances. I stitch them starting from notch 4. Now I press the seams open and neaten the outer edge of the facing. I place this on the neckline of the blouse, right sides together, and pin the allowances, making sure the shoulder seams match up. I stitch the neckline, trim the allowances, and clip the curves just before the seam. I fold the facing toward the inside of the blouse, press the seam, and attach the facing to the shoulders with a few stitches by hand. Now, the ruffle. I make the stitch on the machine as big as I can and stitch 2 parallel lines on one of the edges of the ruffles, making sure to leave the threads at the beginning and end of each stitch. Then I pull the 2 lower threads at the same time, gathering it until it is the same length as the bottom of the front and back bodice pieces. I then pin the ruffle onto the back and front bodice pieces right sides together and stitch the allowances. I neaten this together and press the seams toward the top of the blouse. Next step, the sleeves and side seams. I place the sleeve on the blouse right sides together, making sure notch 5 and the shoulder seam match up with the sleeve seam. I pin the allowances and stitch. I neaten them together and press toward the sleeve. Then I neaten the sleeve and side allowances, place them right sides together, and pin the sleeve and side allowances, making sure the sleeve and ruffle seams match up. I neaten it together and press the seam open. Now let's finish with the hem of the sleeves and the ruffle. I neaten the hem of the sleeves and the ruffle, then fold the allowance 1.5 centimeter toward the wrong side of the sleeves and ruffles as I press. I pin it, and then stitch 1.2 centimeters from the edge. Now the blouse is finished. This month, we also have a tutorial for the Model 5B shirt dress, which is from the same Burda Easy issue for November and December 2022. Don't forget to share your creations with other sewers on our social networks. I will see you very soon for our next model. Burda Style would like to thank and recommend its partners Elna and C. Polly. Thank you for following us, and see you soon for a new Burda Style tutorial.